So that in mind, I want to share a couple stats that would lead to some critical insights on why video and why now. First, Facebook's gone all in on their data. We see a world that is video first, with video at the heart of all their services. And Facebook has confirmed that video advertising is proving to be more powerful than using text or static images. And something that just happened recently, and just in the past couple of months, that we crossed over, digital is now bigger than television. This is a huge moment. This is the pivot point right here. I saw this trend listed like for 2020, 2021. We got there a little earlier. And this is due to two behemoth platforms you may have heard of, Facebook and Google. What this means for marketers, mobilize globally. That means for millennials, regardless of where they are globally, mobile apps will continue to provide all things travel related. Inspire visually. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then video is priceless. Okay? Video is one of the best mediums in existence to correlate experiences, make memorable connections, and it's shareable in a way that can scale, and that's really important. Last is connect personally. Offer personalized treatment through mobile message apps. Millennials are looking for travel inspiration from both marketers and their families and friends. The fact that the right message accounts for 80% of the return path. This is where a lot of people are not focusing their time. They happen to focus more on the actual tech part, the tools, the platforms, the setting up a campaign, than the actual creative message, which is going to account for most of your success. You don't need to wait for intent like you did with search. You need to create intent, and that's what video should really be doing at the top of the funnel.
And when it comes to the tourism industry, they say that we remember 10% of what we listen, 30% of what we see, but 70% of what we see and listen. Hence, the video is the most important thing, is the most strengthful tool that you can have in your hands. So how do we work with destinations? We try to create content for them, videos that will really make a difference. And I want, if you allow me, to play a very, very quick game, to have all of you sing along with me these 7 notes. You know, we have only a note from do to do, isn't it? So we do do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Can you do it with me? Let's try. 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Fantastic. No more. With these 7 notes, millions of songs have been created. There's nothing else, only these 7. At the same time, when you listen to a French song that have been created with these 7 notes, you think most probably of romance, you know, of Paris and so on. If you listen to a very hard rock music that makes you feel more adventurous, you know, and you want to go out. So these 7 notes are creating emotions. It's exactly the same thing with destinations. All the destinations have exactly the same ingredients. They have hotels, they have mountains, they have the sea, they have beautiful landscapes. It's these 7, 10 ingredients. So the most important thing is how you piece them together and how you tell the people not who you are and how many hotels, how many mountains, how many kilometers of beaches you have, but why they should come and visit you. So the most important thing is to create emotional content that, you know, will make people want to come there.
Yeah. How much time and money should they be thinking about allocating toward the creating the idea versus actually then producing that idea?
Yeah.
Careful what you answer.
You know, I would put more money, I mean, the ideation part is really important. The ideation is going to be important. And that usually is the part that gets, I had that gap, that's the part that, boss said we need a video, get this done by the, like, we made the video, here it is. It's like, congratulations, you made a video, so what? You know, there was no like process of like verifying what should it have been that or not, should it have been a woman or a man or should it have been a couple, like all those decisions should come from the actual data, from the insights, and a lot of times that doesn't even get put into the creation. It becomes like, what would be the coolest thing or whatever, right? So, you know, understand that when I talked about a video, you know, think of a salesperson. Also understand that whatever you pay your salesperson, let's say it's $150,000 a year, or euros, sorry, whatever you pay them. Take that number and understand that worker's working about 8 hours a day. The video is going to be 24 hours a day nonstop. It doesn't take breaks, no vacations. And on top of that, 1,000 or 1 million people can watch the video at the exact same time, where a salesperson can't talk to that many people at the same time, unless they're on a massive stage, of course. So that's why it's so important to get that message right, because once you have that locked in, it starts to perform for you.
Like, are there a few take-home strategies that folks could take home and apply to their own sort of preparation and video productions? I know you touched a little bit on this, but are there kind of any 3 points you could say are the top 3 most important strategies you've seen from all the work?
I would say build a lot more time than you realize to do that. Like, if you need something for Christmas, it's not crazy to start doing that now. I know that sounds crazy, but there's so much sign-off, there's so much. And again, when I do stuff like for a client, most of the time we start off with pushing really hard, because they're used to this rut or whatever they're in, and you're trying to shake them a little bit. And most of the time, it's getting the C-suite to make difficult decisions or scary decisions for them, because maybe their brand's going stale, or if it's not working, if it's not performing, typically they have to make a change of some sort. And so those conversations take a minute. Right? And then there's sign-offs and all that stuff. And then you start doing presentations, and then there's sign-offs, and then you start to go in production, and then you edit it, and then when you're editing, then there's more sign-offs. So that process can take easily 3, 4, 6 months, and more depending on how big the corporation is.
So video for us is really, as Alan showed, a part. We don't have this single channel view. Of course, this video we just had here is a bit special. This was really a kind of a single thing, but otherwise video is really just a part of a campaign. And of course, again, it helps us to bring emotions to it, to interact, and it's also, to be honest, it's such a great tool to play around. This is live video. We didn't spoke about live videos yet, which is also amazing. And it's really, I think it is the best time now to play around with video marketing and to try new things. And this is really what it's all about for us. And last summer, we launched a video together with Danny McCaskill, which is kind of the #1 mountain biker from the UK. Some of you may know it. And he's doing all those crazy stunts and stuff. And this campaign was very, very successful. It's not just because of him. He has millions of followers, of course, but we tried to bring in a kind of a friend topic, going mountain biking together. And this was very, very successful, because our viewers expected a complete different video from this influencer. And this was amazing to have this influencer not in his normal role, but in another. And this was a huge success. And we were also able to really make product placements within the video. We have a lot of different KPIs, and I think what you guys said is, the thing is, you really have to think about those KPIs before you start and not just after. And sometimes you just mentioned that videos are working, for a long time. It's also hard because this Danny video, we had to make a report after 6 months, and the problem is this video still exists and is still successful. So it's also kind of, don't get bored if the video is out and think about the next thing, but also try to continue, get everything out of the video.
Well, I will say once again that it's not all about the money. It's all about the idea. So even if you don't have a lot of money to spend, you can do a very creative and viral video as well.
I would put it this way. Every single person in this room just started talking, and we had this chatter, and it was like noise, complete noise. Him and I can still, hey, my name's Alan, how you doing? And he can hear me, and his ears can block out all that noise. So again, this goes back to, what is your message? What am I saying to him that actually keeps him engaged and not walk off and talk to somebody else? It's no different. So don't worry about the noise. Worry about your signal and getting that signal as clear as possible, which I'm going to go back and sound like a broken record, but it's all about the message. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. Whatever, not for video, for your website, for everything. This is where you need to focus all your energy on, and that's how you stand out, regardless of budget, by the way. Yeah.